final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Shotgun snap for Keenum. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Pretty nice gain on the scramble, gets him 12 yards. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
To throw, it's Keenum. Going to throw right side here, complete. A good pickup there, a 22.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he's got room. 34 yards there and a first down.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This is Sony Michel. He grew up a few miles north of here. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
To throw on 2nd down is Keenum. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. Trying to pound it in here with Michel. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Out of the gun, Keenum. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. He's got him in. Complete. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 77 yards. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after here coming up. Extra point splits the uprights, and this is now a 1-point game. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On the ground, Michelle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with White. And he's got some space here. And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 47 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Right back to him on 1st down. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Let's go. Hey, let's go. Down. All right.
And now they'll throw with Keenum. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Whitaker. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Let's go. Roger, Roger, Roger. Hey, Mike's right. Hey, Mike's right.
Now a play fake here on first down. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Allen, the intended receiver.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
This is Clement. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. The big nose tackle, Danny Shelton, there to swallow him up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. And he fends him off. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2 as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, 52.
The drive starts with a run by White. Room here to run. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. James White, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
On the carry, here's Clement. He gets away from one. Oh, and breaks another. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. It's complete to Parker, left side. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. Now back to throw. Hard throw, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Here's Keenum now on 2nd down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Za'Darius Smith able to get him for a loss of about 3.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. What else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Looks for White, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop him down at about the 3-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D-linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there. Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Back to throw here. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Keenum. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, Here we are in
Season of
December.
giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Parker that time, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Dolphins have come back now to regain the lead. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Goes underneath here to White. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Very left, very left.
Working from the gun, Keenum. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. The Dolphins on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Parker. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
They'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
All right, here we go.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there just before halftime. 42 yards.
Well, they just treated third and long as simply an opportunity to make an even bigger play. Normally, you're just trying to pick up the first down and you know where the sticks are. They took this thing way downfield. Confidence in the receivers to go up and make a play, even with defenders around them.
They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw again. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 24. And his guys have got it back at the close. Stages of the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run with Clement. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1 after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. They'll run it now out of the gun. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's caught. Stills right side. And down he'll go at the 25. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Looking to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run, it's Clement. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And a dump off to White. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On first down, Herman. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. Herman. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Nice job defensively to hold them to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They come out here in the eye. Looking to throw. Herman. And he can't corral it. Maybe a big missed opportunity there defensively in the end zone. And now 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herman. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory. As he's brought down at the 5.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. On the right side, open is Gesicki. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run again with Clement, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
The Dolphins on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the... It's caught at the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back to throw. And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So the Patriots coming out now. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Keenum now on 1st down. And his throw here is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10, Keenum here again. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2. Again, Keenum. And that's incomplete.
They attempted the fade to the back corner of the end zone unsuccessfully. And I've been with you long enough, Brandon. I know it's not one of your favorite calls.
Well, it's interesting. Before working with you, I always viewed that as you're just taking away space and you're trapping yourself in a corner. But you actually have told me they're trying to create space where space is not.
Yeah, it's a weird deal, isn't it? But you got to just move that defender inside to create that separation and that little bit of space where there just isn't much.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Hodges. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. Double dog. That's the way.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And it's taken in at the 9. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Patriots take over. And now out come the Patriots. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They stay on the ground with White. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Throwing is Keenum. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Charles Harris in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now flags come in. Look like one of the Patriots might have moved. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
Here's Ryan Allen now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. So now here come the Dolphins. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. The Dolphins on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 11. Now back to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the one in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the fourth quarter. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and all of a sudden here it's third down. Set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a fourth down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now it's Keenum. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. On first down, it's Keenum. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. So the challenge comes in inside of 2 minutes, and it gets overturned.
And it changes the whole format of what's about to happen because both sides have thought a certain call had been made. Now they have to flip back and start over.
Now in desperation, and got his man complete. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Patriots have cut it back within a score. Back to throw. And he will get into the end zone as a two-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one.